Psalm 50. The mighty God, even the Lord, hath spoken, and called the earth from the rising of the sun unto the going down thereof. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, God hath shined. Our God shall come, and shall not keep silence. A fire shall devour before him, and it shall be very tempestuous round about him. He shall call to the heavens from above, and to the earth, that he may judge his people. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. And the heavens shall declare his righteousness, for God is judge himself, Selah. Hear, O my people, and I will speak, O Israel. And I will testify against thee. I am God, even thy God. I will not reprove thee for thy sacrifices or thy burnt offerings, to have been continually before me. I will take no bullock out of thy house, nor he-goats out of thy folds. For every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. I know all the fowls of the mountains, and the wild beasts of the field are mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell thee, but the world is mine, and the fullness thereof. Will I eat the flesh of bulls, or drink the blood of goats? Offer unto God thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High, and call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. But unto the wicked God saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldst take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee. When thou sawest a thief, and thou consentedst with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers, thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee, and set them in order before thine eyes. Now consider this, ye that forget God, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. Whoso offereth praise glorifieth me, and to him that ordereth his conversation aright will I show the salvation of God.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations, hopefully out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. Pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to hopefully the believers, the listeners who have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, and what we're going to get into today, is things unveil over there in the Middle East. What we're seeing is more nations being drawn, into this war. All right, when this thing first started, as we follow. As we follow events as they play out, seeing how it go. And what we're seeing, all right, is that more nations, this is turning into a thing of Muslim, all right, versus Zionist. You know, you have small hats, versus all these Muslim nations, and it's all prophetic, and the elites, we know they got their hands in everything, playing both sides. But see, this war, all right, it's gonna spiral out of control of the elites, okay? Because the bankers, all right, are known for funding, all right, both sides of the war. Okay, it's a documentary, known as All Wars, all right, or Bank of Wars, okay, and the elites, they use world wars to bring about great change in the earth. Okay, and we know ultimately they want, all right, this NWO, all right, this one world currency, which is going to be implemented by the C-HIP, all right, the device, all right, the RFID device, okay, which is going to control, the buying and selling, all right, and much more, you know. And we know that these devils push for war to create change, but what's happening, all right, is prophecy is fully setting in, okay, and it's moving out of the control, of the elites. Okay, so we're gonna go into, some things, but first I want to start off with this precept, then we're gonna play, some clips. All right. So let's go here, Jeremiah 49. I want to start at 14. Jeremiah 49 and 14 says, I have heard a rumor from the Lord, an ambassador sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her and rise up to the battle. Okay? Because the her is America. All right. And who's the number one defender, all right, of the state of Israel is America. So America is being pulled into a war, all right, that's going to cause America to be turned to a desert. You see, everything that we prayed about and that we hope for is here. Okay, is at the door. you know, it is even at the door, the scriptures say. So what we're seeing, all right, is these heathen nations, all right, coming up against, the two, okay, powers of the West, which is these Israelis and America. All right, now let's see what it say in the LT. All right, this is in the NIV. Jeremiah 49:14 says, I have heard a message from the Lord. An envoy was sent to the nations to say, assemble yourselves to attack it. Okay, assemble yourselves to attack it, rise up for battle. And this is what we're seeing. All right, these nations are rise up and they're attacking, man. It's small now, skirmishes and, missile attacks, okay, rocket attacks. All right, but it's going to keep growing, all right, into major conflict and major war. All right. Now you read this in the NLT. So I have heard a message from the Lord that an ambassador was sent to the nations to say, form a coalition against Edom. Okay, you see that? Form a coalition against Edom and prepare for battle. All right. And you have even other Edomites that have formed a coalition, okay, against this beast system, man. Okay. And this is what we're seeing happening and playing out real time. Okay. So I want to go to some videos. Let's get to it. Okay. They'll show you the nation and see in that same chapter in Jeremiah, which I'm going to go to the video. So a brother can post Jeremiah 49 and 7 and Jeremiah 49 and 10, you know. But let's go here. Now this is, all right, Tayyip Erdogan. Now what we have to understand, which we'll get into this when we go into the documentary from Khazars to Small Hats. These Turks, okay, are Edomites. A lot of these Turkish people are Edomites. You have some Ishmaelites, scattered amongst them as well. Okay, but their government is Edomites. All right, but they're Islamic Edomites, and they have history with the state of Israel. Just real quick, before World War One, you had the Ottoman Empire, which was a it was a Turkish empire, and um, the Britons pretty much finesse, the Turks, all right, out of Palestine. Okay, so what you have is some history between, all right, the Turks, all right, and these small hats. There's some history there, and that's why you see these Turks have a strong stance against these small hats now. Okay, so let's go into what Turkey is saying, because this is major prophecy, man, which we'll get in a minute. This is a major prophecy, and more nations are getting involved. All right, so let's go. Uh,
Netanyahu nasıl teröristse Hamas da teröristmiş. Yazıklar olsun. İsrail, biz de seni savaş suçlusu olarak dünyaya ilan edeceğiz. Ve şimdi bunun hazırlığı içindeyiz. Ya İsrail, sen buralara nasıl geldin? Nasıl girdin? Sen bir işgalcisin. Sen bir örgütsün. Dolayısıyla Türk milleti bunu biliyor. Batı'dan bahsediyorum. Gazze'deki katliamın da en büyük sorumlusu işte bu Batı'dır. Ve kararlılık öyle bir hasta. Ey Batı, size sesleniyorum. Siz yeniden bir Hilal Haçlı mücadelesi mi estirmek istiyorsunuz? Eğer böyle bir gayretin içerisindeyseniz biliniz ki bu millet ölmedi. Bu millet dimdik ayakta.
So pretty much, you heard them say, all right, that those small hats are occupiers. They're like, how did you get over here? They were like, the Turks know. Okay, they were like, the Turkish people know. You see, those people in their region know damn well. Okay, because you gotta understand, those people have been in those lands thousands of years. So there's been stories, all right, passed down, okay, different relics and different things, and they know that's not the people, man. Okay, the people in their region know, and the Lord had it where those people have been there, all right, for thousands of years, man. Okay, they seen the actual Israelites go in captivity, come out of captivity. They know. Okay, so now what's happening is this devil is doing what he's doing. He's trying to go into the Bible. He's called out. He's caught out there, man. Hey, the Most High has this man snared. He's caught out there, man, because he's trying to justify his wickedness and go into the Bible. But nah, now there's a spotlight on Amalek. Okay, just as that devil said, remember Amalek. Netanyahu, he said, remember Amalek, and that's what's happening, man. The Lord is remembering Amalek, and he's finna deal. Okay, and then he said, do you want a war between the cross and the crescent? And he was talking about the Crusades. Okay, which that goes into all right, Islam and Christians, fighting, over Jerusalem. Okay, pretty much a holy war. Okay, is a heavy war spirit over there, man. Now let's read this. This is brother Ahab Amach, hope to be of the number by. of that number by Salaki. In Jeremiah 49:7 said concerning Edom, thus said the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in teeming, is counsel perished from the prudent, is their wisdom vanished? Yeah, because these devils at one point, they was able, to push propaganda and they really wouldn't get much kickback. You will be completely isolated, if you try to call out these devils and what they were doing and go against, what the narrative of their propaganda. But now you're seeing that everyone is like, hold on, this ain't adding up. Okay, now everybody's in the spirit of having this devil under inquisition, man. If a brother can post that thing, that second Ezra 6, about how we will have this devil in inquisition, man. It will be a scrutinized. The devil will be getting scrutinized, man, which is a hard line of questioning, man. Investigated, man. Okay, and he's not able to just throw out propaganda, all right, and wiggle his way out. Hey, it's every day is like it's more and more pressure on this devil, man. Okay, and the truth is out there. Everyone is saying who we are. Everyone is calling these devils out, man. Everyone is saying, look, this ain't self-defense. This is genocide. Okay? People don't forgot about what happened October the 7th. Now it's all about how these devils are reacting, man. Okay? So we got another video of the leader of Hezbollah. Oh, it's like the leader of Hezbollah. Okay, he did a speech today. Okay, and it's real. Let me see.
Are you looking for?
We're going to hold on.
For a trustworthy publishing company to publish your book?
Covenant Books is an author-friendly publisher who
أن تعمل.
All right, so let's get this in verse 10. It said in Jeremiah 49:10. It said, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret place, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not." Okay, and he is not. All right, so Esau Edom is being made bare, and he's uncovered. Okay, now he's been called out on a global stage, and it's all because of the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Okay, that he put on his men to constantly see. That's why there's so much power in teaching his word. All right, there's so much power in just teaching his word, because this word has the devil on the back foot. Now the whole world is sounding like the message of the prophets, man. Okay, there's a campaign of exposure against this devil, man, and he's caught. All right, and the only thing he can do is keep waging war. That's the only thing he can do from this time forward. And it says, and he shall not be able to hide himself, man. He can't hide. Okay, he can't hide under the banner of being, saying that he's a chosen people. He can't hide under the banner of being European. No, you're an Edomite. All right, and those people in the land, they're Amalek. And the fact that he brought up Amalek, he put that in the airwaves. Now, all right, there's going to be emphasis on Amalek, man. Okay, which is the head of Esau Edom. Okay, because as I say, these lower level Edomites, they benefit off of the wickedness done at the top by Amalek. But it's Amalek that's the mastermind, man, and that's who the house of David is at spiritual war with. Okay, Amalek, man. This is beyond Yasha'Allah, Isaiah 25:7. It says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast of all the people, and the veil that is spread over all the nations. And this is what's happening. Now the truth is springing up in the earth. What brothers been preaching now is starting to sprout and take root in the earth, man. It's being echoed, man. Okay, the true narrative is here. You see? I think that's in 2nd Ezra 6:19 too, for brothers can get that. All right, this is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 19. And it says, and we begin to make inquisition. If a brother can post that definition for inquisition, Baba Kashah. It says, and will begin to make inquisition of them what they be that hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled. And see, our affliction is almost fulfilled. And this is why inquisition is being made against the devil, because he's finna be punished, and we're finna be released. Okay, we're finna be removed from under the yoke of these devils, man. And it's gonna be through war. Okay? And before the Lord sends Yahushua, hey, he's using these other nations as proxy armies, man. Russia, China, Iran, all these nations are nothing but proxies of the Most High, really of Yahushua. Okay, before Yahushua comes with his own army, the heavenly host. Okay, so he's being questioned. All right, you go to his word, inquisition. This brother Bayan Yasha'Allah says a period of prolonged and intensive questioning for investigation. And now this devil is under heavy investigation, man. Everybody, the Turks just called him out and said, you occupiers, man. The Turkish people know how you got there, and that's also part of his own tongue falling upon him. We use it, when we go into alternative news, but also those Edomite Turks, hey, they're telling on them devils, man. Y'all, we know who you are, man. All right, because there's always been tension and strife between these devils, man, even up top. All right, and now we finna see them fall out into a war. Okay, so let's get this now. This is from, and which we'll go more into the speech and what he's going into, but all right, and you can tell it's real because he's not physically there. He's on the camera because he know he can't be out in the open right now. He know he can't be out in the open. It's real. You see, this ain't that play. This ain't goddamn meeting it, at the park throwing soda cans, man. This is the real deal, man. Okay? All these playing, no, man, this is the real deal. That's why he's on screen. He ain't crazy. Now, let me ask you this: is he a coward? Is the leader of Hezbollah, or is he a coward for not showing up? And he understands the all right, the tension that's in the air. He understands the circumstances he under. Is he a coward? And he got real smoke up there. Okay, he not finna throw no soda cans at Israel. All right, at them small hats, man. He's not gonna throw water bottles. All right. he got real smoke up there, man. So yeah, man. You always can mention it. Okay. So let's let this play real quick.
هذا المستوى الأخوة في غزة في نداءاتهم يقولون للدول العربية على مقربة من نساء وأطفال غزة ويحولوا ما يقارب وتتشظى أجسادهم في قطاع غزة مع قائد المقاومة ومع إخواننا المظلومين بغزة هم قدام صباح.
So y'all see that? Now that's that picture of Soleimani, that general that America killed. Okay, under the Trump administration, the Iranian general that America killed, and those people had love for that man. Okay, they still gonna ride behind that, man. You see, this is what we own, man. What them niggas talking about gathering at the goddamn park in Chicago, this is what we own. Them Iranians, Hezbollah, they still gonna ride for that man. They ain't forgot about that. Okay? You had over 10 million people attend the funeral, man. A whole region mourned when Soleimani died, man, because they know he was like a protector of their region, man, from Western terrorism, man. Okay? And they ain't forgot about that. So the Lord got the spirit on these heathens. They finna wild out on them Edomites in their region, man. Okay, this is what we finna see. All right, and we see it gradually getting that way.
الأمين العام اللي منطلقين نحو وكل البيئة المجاهدة والمقاومة يدعون عمليات المقاومة في الجنوب ودماء شهدائنا وشهدائكم في الجنوب تقول لهذا العدو الذي قد يفكر بالاعتداء على لبنان أو بقيامه بعملية استباقية باتجاه لبنان أنك سترتكب أكبر حماقة في تاريخك ووجودك. الدول والحكومات العربية والإسلامية يجب أن تعمل كل جهدها.
Yeah, he said if you think about doing a preeminent strike on Hezbollah, that'd be the stupidest thing you can do. You know, that's what he's saying. You do any type of preeminent strike on Hezbollah, that'll be the stupidest thing you can do. All right, and this is what these nations are at with it, man. It's up there.
لفرض وقف العدوان على غزة بالحد الأدنى. ما بدكم تشتغلوا للهدف الثاني، دينكم، إنسانيتكم، أخلاقكم، ضمائركم تفرض عليكم أن تعملوا من أجل الهدف الأول وهو وقف العدوان. لا يكفي التنديد وبيانات الاستنكار والشجب. اقطعوا العلاقات، اسحبوا السفراء. لا يكفي أن نخطب.
America sending them warships over there, but them man, them Israelites ain't moving. Them Arabs ain't moving, man. They ain't budging. Okay, basically what he said. Let me show y'all in layman term. All right, this is the energy that's over there in that region. All right, it's basically how they feel over there with Israel, man. All right.
Vote with me one more time, you do. And I don't care about none of it, nigga. I'm a real nigga, boy. I'm a real nigga, boy. I'm a straight nigga. I don't need none of it. I'm gonna give you one more time. Damn, bro. And you do. One more motherfucking time, you do, bro. I done gave you too many chances, baby. It ain't no joke. Pussy ass nigga. One more time. Vote with me.
Yeah, man. That's basically how they feel over there dealing with these small hats in America, man. Okay, that's pretty much what they saying. One more time and you through. Okay, and they have gave America these small hats too many chances, and the nigga just won't stop. Okay, now let's go here. I got another video. So just to kind of show the skirmishes that's going on. Let's play this. Play this first. All right, it's my boy Paul. Now this guy, he has some good info. As of late, he been trying to go into prophecy, and that's where they go wrong. All right, because he's under the impression that those are the real, people in their land. He doesn't understand that part. All right, but as far as his intel, he has pretty good, info about, the what's unfolding out there in their region. So we're gonna skip around this a little bit, hit some points, okay, and just to show that it's just more nations won't smoke, man. Hey, more nations are taking the stance against, okay, the wicked Esau, Edom, okay, the state of Israel, okay. So I'm gonna let it play, and we'll go from there. One more time, and you through. I don't care about none of it.
Hello, everybody. This is Paul from Off Grid Desert Farming with Paul and Adrian. This is November the 2nd, 2023, and I want to welcome everyone to our live broadcast tonight. So many things are going on in the world. It's hard to keep track of all the news coming in, and most of the news is not good. So I want to welcome everybody. If this is your first time to our channel, please hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. We're going to try to get you updated on all the information that has came in the last 24 to 48 hours. But before we do, I want to tell you about our last video we did earlier today. Please watch that video when you get time. Very, very important video on forgiveness and judgment time. Judgment is coming on the earth for every single person. And your actions, how you treat other people, will determine where you end up, folks, either heaven or hell. So please watch that video. Very, very important video.
All right, no such thing as hell. Okay, but that's a whole nother conversation. But just pay attention to, when he speaks about, just gonna pay attention when he speaks about the war. All right, and the intel he has concerning, the escalations of this war. All right, like I said, he's a Christian, and he thinks that those are real people. He tries to go in the prophecy and he goes way off. He'll hit sometime every now and then, but for the most part, he'll be off. All right, so we're just gonna pay attention to, the secular information, okay, in this video.
We did the video about Christina. She has a hour-long testimony of how God took her to hell for 1,000 miles to hit Israel against Iran. The government has passed a resolution. People will determine where you end up, folks, either heaven or hell. So please watch that video. Very, very important video. We did the video about Christina. She has a hour-long testimony of how God took her to hell and showed her that's where she was going to end up if she did not change, if she did not forgive. So that will really bless you. So tonight we have a lot of information coming in. I'm just going to go down the list here and see how many of these news topics that we can discuss. It does look like the U.S. government has passed a resolution in the House of Representatives basically declaring war on Iran. Now the bill goes to the Senate, and we will see if the Senate passes this bill and sends it to Joe Biden. This would be pretty much a declaration of war against Iran. We also have the second Arab nation now officially coming out and declaring war on Israel. We had the we had Yemen a couple of days ago declare war on Israel. They are shooting ballistic missiles. They are shooting drones at Israel. Now, Yemen is on the bottom of Saudi Arabia. So these missiles have to fly over 1,000 miles to hit Israel. And they are constantly shooting these missiles and ballistic missiles and cruise missiles at Israel now. They were the first country. Today, we have the second country, Algeria, which is a major Muslim nation in North Africa. They are right next to Morocco. They are right next to Libya. And they have also declared war on Israel. Tomorrow, there is a major speech by Nasrallah, which is the leader of Hezbollah. And I want to show you a short video. Let me get this on the screen. I want to cue you this up. A video just released by Hezbollah in Lebanon in advance of a speech by the Hezbollah leader. Has its final scene a finger pushing a missile control button labeled launch. So let me get this all queued up for you guys. I want to.
So just to sum it up, what he's speaking on, all right, you have pretty much the House and create a resolution to declare war on Iran, okay, in which it goes to the Senate. And if it passed through the Senate, it can go to Biden, and it'd be his decision, all right, whether to declare war on Iran, okay, which we know he's a puppet, okay. So more than likely, we know, that America could declare war on Iran. So now you have that. Then you have Al Jazeera, okay, which is a northern, all right, African country right beside, guess what? Libya. You see how prophecy you see how prophecy is at play? Okay? They're pretty much on the verge of declaring war against Israel, and we're gonna go strategically how this play out, man. You know, oh, yeah, get this guy out of here. You know, yeah, but young, get this guy out of here, man. I don't know who this. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, he done. So yeah, everybody finished, man. You scoffers, you finna be missile food. You finna starve to death. You through. All right. You Edomites, your reign is over. All right, and you heathens, you're going to be used as proxies. And then you're going to slavery, man. Oh yeah, I ain't got the I forgot this ain't that channel. Yeah, Salaki, bro. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, John got that other phone on charge. Salaki, bro. Yeah, I thought we was on the yeah, I gotta give all y'all brothers some ranches on this channel. I'm thinking I was on the other channel. Yeah, I'm gonna scrap y'all brothers down. Well, so let me not say that. I'm gonna give y'all boys, make y'all brothers moderators. Gotta be careful. All right. Shit. I'm talking about moderators on the channel. You know. But I'm gonna let a little bit more of this play. We're gonna jump around a little bit. Okay. Then we're gonna get a map. Well, matter of fact, let's get that map now, just to show what's happening. Yeah, I sure thought I was on the other channel, brother. But yeah, I gotta get y'all boys right over here. Get y'all brothers, y'all men. So let's get a map real quick. And show you what's happening. Okay, so you have Israel, the land of Israel, this little piece of land here. Okay, you see Lebanon right above it in the yellow, and that's where Hezbollah is at. All right. Then you have Egypt, which he's going to talk about. Egypt is pretty much putting their troops on the border. All right here in the south of Israel. And then you had Yemen, which has Houthi rebels. Now they got missiles that's able to go over the whole country of Saudi Arabia and reach Israel. Okay, which is an Iranian-backed proxy. And you got, remember, Soleimani pretty much trained all these men, trains all these proxies and resistant groups in this region. Okay, hey, Ishmael gonna get their lit back. Then you have Iran here, and we're gonna speak about Iran some more in a minute, what they're doing. Okay, and then you have Algeria, which is right here beside Libya. Okay, which has a border in the in the in the Mediterranean. Which is gonna play a major part, because pretty much Russia, these three nations, Algeria, Libya, and Egypt, all right, have ties with Russia now. Okay, so this whole southern border, okay, and this is why all these American Navy vessels are in the Mediterranean. But guess what? This is our Russian allies right here. Okay, these are all allies of Russia. Then you got Turkey. Turkey was just saying what? They declare Israel war criminals. They right here to the north. Okay, and it will be easy for them. They have access to go through Syria. They done. The Amalek is done. Okay, they're finished. And then you have big Russia up top. Okay, And you know, the EU nations, they gonna want to jump in and help. Nah, Russia up top. Okay. The West is through. You know, everything in the West is done. The mindset, the government, okay, the philosophy, everything in the West is done. Okay, and this is what we're seeing play out. So let's play some more of this.
To show you this, so things are about to accelerate. Things are about to go through the roof here before too long. And let me make sure this is on your screen. Let me get it on your screen. So I'm going to play this for you. This is the video from Hezbollah stating that their leader, Nasrallah, will make an important speech tomorrow. And he could also declare war on Israel. That would bring three different countries or three different areas now that Israel will have to face. We have more news coming in that Russia now has granted Iran and other Arab nations use of their military base in Syria, that they are providing air cover for Iranian troops, militia troops, to land at this Russian base and go down to the Golden Heights area and then into the Lebanon. So Russia is getting involved. Turkey is getting involved. Egypt is getting involved. Jordan is getting involved. They're all getting involved in this war, folks. This is a biblical war. So let me go ahead and play you this right now.
What he said is heavy, man. Okay, let's get Ezekiel 38 verses 4 through 8. Let's go ahead and get that up there. And we're gonna keep going through the same prophecies because it's different news, but it's the same prophecy happening, man. You know, we're gonna keep going through it because Russia is being the guard. Russia is actually guarding these nations, man. So now Russia is providing air support for these Iranian-backed proxy militaries to use Russian military bases in Syria. And those military bases are state of the art. Russia's finna activate. See, them Israelis are able to do those airstrikes because Russia never activated those missile defense systems in those regions. They let Syria, use the older versions, and they was able to knock down missiles. Okay, but now Russia is allowing the Arab nations, all right, to use their military bases in Syria, man, and they're giving them air support. So you know how many troops are finna funnel into Syria, which is right there at the border. All right, it's Ezekiel 38 and 4, and it says, and I will turn thee back. And I will turn thee back and put hook into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thy army, horses and horsemen. Okay, speaking of Russia, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shield. Now these missile defense systems will be like shields. All of them handling swords, which are those missiles. Okay, so their region is being supplied with shields, those missile defense systems, and those swords, the missiles, man, and other military equipment, man. Okay, verse 5. Persia, which is Iran, Ethiopia, and Libya. All right, Libya, with them, all of them with shield and helmet. And you see, okay, that their whole region of North Africa is pretty much pro-Russian. Okay, and a lot of those North African nations are what? Islamic. Okay, 38 Gomar and all his bands, which is Turkey, and we see where Turkey stand. Okay, the house of Togomar in the North Quarters and all his bands and many people with thee, man. This is a big conglomerate army that's forming against the West, man. Okay, it says, "Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them." And this is what we're seeing happening. Russia's being a guard unto these smaller nations, man. Okay?
Thousand are highly accurate. So that short video that you have just watched is coming directly from Hezbollah in southern Lebanon. They have at least 100,000 missiles. Listen to this, 100,000 or more missiles that they can overwhelm Israel at any time, and about 30,000 are highly accurate. So there's no way for Israeli defenses to shoot down these missiles if they launch thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of missiles at Israel at one time. We have the world that is coming against Israel right now, which was prophesied in the Bible, folks. This was prophesied that the whole world would be gathered together and come against Israel to try to destroy. A day ago, we sent at least 2 B-1B bombers to insurrect NATO base in Turkey. And they were loading nuclear bombs, the B-61 gravity cruise missile bombs.
So I'm gonna fast forward just a little bit. It's another part I want to play. I think from about here. So it's nothing but war activity, man. People, things being put in place. Okay, everybody, a hand on the button. Because Hezbollah, one thing about it, when Hezbollah, if they do come in, they coming in with that big bang. Okay, because they know they gotta get off their best shot their first time. They gotta make a statement their first go round. Okay. They can't just go rocket for rocket. They gotta just come on with it and overwhelm Israel. All right, those Israelis, man. And what's happening is Russia is also putting those missile defense system in Hezbollah. Russia is putting missile defense system in Hezbollah. Okay, which also gonna be able to shoot down Israeli, all right, fighter jets. Because when they do what they do, all right, to them Israelis, they're gonna retaliate heavy. So they're getting themselves ready, all right, to do a first strike, a preemptive strike against them Israelis, and then to counter the offensive of those Israelis, man. Okay, this is what's being set up. So let's let this play.
Continues, then we will have an all-out war in the Middle East. So let me go ahead and read this article. I'm trying to bring you up to date on all this information. This is a picture of the Algerian tanks. And folks, they have thousands and thousands of these tanks. Algeria's parliament has authorized the country's president, Abdelmajid Tebboune, to declare war on Israel and immediately aid the Palestinians in Gaza. If the Algerians finally declare war on Israel, if the president accepts the suggestion of the parliament, it will give dramatic consequences to the whole scene, as they will be the first Arab state to declare war on Israel. Algeria is the largest military power in the Arab world after Egypt, and has particularly very close ties and relations with Russia. 2 days earlier, the Hutu fighters had declared war on Israel. Of course, we should note the mistake made by the Greek media regarding Yemen and the Hutus. The Hutus are not Yemen. It is a Shiite Iranian rebel movement that has not seized power. So we now have the second Arab nation declaring war on Israel. The president of Algeria has to sign off on that. It's not looking good right now, folks. It is not looking good. Let me show you what is going on in Egypt right now. Egypt is moving a lot of armor to the Israeli border right now. Ahead of another major Arab-Israeli war, Egyptian tanks and TT at Rafah crossing, Cairo, to Israel. Forget Sinai. We will sacrifice 1 million lives if necessary. So the leader of Egypt is now saying that we are willing to sacrifice millions of lives to back the Palestinians. Israel suffocating pressure on Egypt for the Sinai. So these are pictures of the Egyptian tanks right now that have moved up to the Israeli border. The Egyptian military has deployed M60A3 Patton tanks and YPR 765 armored personnel carriers near the Rafah border crossing between Egypt's Sinai Peninsula and the Gaza Strip as Israel pressure escalates following WikiLeaks document revelation. Egypt's prime minister responded to Israel by saying that his country is ready to sacrifice millions of lives to defend its territory. Israel suffocating pressure on Egypt for the Sinai shows that Benjamin Netanyahu and his military staff have decided to enter the Gaza affair. Israel is now flirting very strongly with a new major Arab-Israeli war. And folks, this war will involve the United States this time. We will defend Israel. Egypt fears an influx of tens of thousands of refugees from fighting between Israel and Hamas in Gaza and has so far kept the border largely closed, allowing only humanitarian aid into Gaza. Egypt is limited by a 1979 peace treaty with Israel on the number of troops that it is allowed to station in the Sinai Peninsula, although Israel has previously approved Egypt's breaching those numbers to fight an Islamic insurgency in the region. Egypt has stationed dozens of tanks and armored vehicles near the Rafah border crossing into Gaza. The Times of Israel is reporting Egypt fears an influx of tens of thousands of refugees from the fighting between Israel and Hamas. The Egyptian army near Rafah. Coming in. These are pictures right now coming in of some of the tanks, some of the heavy armor now that Egypt is moving up to the border. It does look like these are at least a dozen tanks or more. The WikiLeaks document absolutely confirmed War News 24/7's report days ago. The document dated October 13 proposes 3 alternatives, including moving Gaza's civilian population to tent cities in northern Sinai, followed by the construction of permanent cities and an unspecified humanitarian corridor. A security zone will be established inside Israel to prevent the entry of the displaced Palestinians. Even Canada is mentioned as a possible place for the relocation of the Palestinians, while the same document also mentions Greece, which together with Spain could welcome refugees. So we don't know how this is going to end, but it doesn't look like it's going to end very good. The Prime Minister of Egypt said the country is ready to sacrifice millions of lives to defend its territory amid mounting pressure on Egypt to accept the Palestinian refugees. The country's Prime Minister, Mustafa Madbouloy, said he remained committed to protecting the land and its sovereignty, regardless of the cost, in an apparent reference to reports of the draft proposal by Israel Intelligence Ministry for the transfer of the 2.3 million people in the Gaza Strip to the region. He said, we are ready to sacrifice millions of lives to ensure that no one violates our territory. Egypt will never allow anything to be imposed on it. So, folks, this is going downhill very quickly. We have multiple reports that it's not getting any better. And let me give you another article that Jordan and all of these other Arab countries now are making anti-Israeli statements. They are coming out against Israel, and it doesn't look good. Anti-Israeli axis. Jordan recalls their ambassador and expels the Israeli ambassador. Turkey and Iran threaten severe consequences and a generalization of war. So what is happening apparently is that Turkey and Iran are meeting together and they are discussing how they are going to fight Israel. So folks, if Turkey joins the war, if Iran joins the war, if Egypt joins the war, if Jordan joins the war, if Hezbollah joins the war, if Syria joins the war, then we have at least 10 countries or more that will be attacking Israel. And Israel and the United States and a few NATO countries are going to be all alone fighting all of these countries at one time. And you don't think that tactical nuclear weapons are going to be used? You don't think that we're going to launch some tactical nukes at some of these countries to neutralize their armies? Folks, this could go crazy at any moment. And this is not fake news. You can go to these sites. I'm going to leave every article in every publication in the description box under this video once this video is done. So let's go ahead and read this information now. Domino developments in the Middle East. So we have Erdogan right here in the middle, meeting with the Iranian foreign minister over here to the left. And we also have, I think this is the Jordanian minister right here. So we have Iran, Turkey, and Jordan now meeting to discuss their war plans against Israel. A domino development is coming in the Middle East as Jordan has recalled its ambassador from Israel and advised the Israeli ambassador to leave, while other states in the region are expected to do the same. At the same time, Iranian Foreign Minister Hossein Amir Abdullahian went to Ankara, Turkey, and met with the Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan and Erdogan. Turkish Recep Erdogan meets with Iranian Foreign Minister at the Presidential Palace in Ankara. Iran-Turkey coalition against Israel and the United States. The head of the Turkish and Iranian diplomacy, Hakan Fidan, and Hossein Amir Abdullahian today asked Ankara to convene an international conference to avoid a regional conflict in the Middle East as soon as possible. The Iranian president proposed a conference with local leaders, Muslim and Arab countries, as soon as possible to end the war in Gaza, the Iranian foreign minister said at a joint press conference. Will this happen, folks? Will they end the war? He said, we do not want a human tragedy in Gaza to turn into a conflict that will affect the countries of the region, he continued. We are concerned about the geographical spread of the conflict. We have discussed this with our Iranian brothers, according to whom there is a strong indication that other armed elements in the region could also intervene in the conflict if the conditions do not change. A ceasefire and peace are more important than ever. So it looks like they are calling for a ceasefire. He said, if there is no immediate ceasefire in the Gaza Strip, and if the attacks by the United States and the Zionist regime continues, then the consequences will be severe, he said, without giving details of Tehran plan. So they are making threats. Turkey's proposal for a new security mechanism in the Middle East, except the United States of America. So So many things are going on. Will there be a ceasefire, folks? Nobody knows. Will there be a diplomatic breakthrough? Israel said that they're not going to stop. Hamas said they're not going to stop. They're going to continue the fight. So we don't really know how this is going to end up, but so far, it's not looking good, and especially Friday, tomorrow.
So yeah, this is prophecy unfolding, man. Okay, it's prophecy unfold. All these nations are getting involved. The least of the flock, as the scriptures say, is drawing them out. Okay, and we're seeing this, man. And all those Arab nations that surround, okay, Israel are being activated, man. Okay, now this is Jeremiah 49:15. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. And this is what we're seeing happen. Esau, Edom is becoming small or insignificant, okay, among the heathen and despised, man. Okay, because his wickedness, he just won't stop. And he can't justify his wickedness through propaganda anymore. Okay, it's failing. The left hand is failing him, man. Witchcraft is failing him. Okay, and he just gonna go with the sword. He said he's not gonna stop. All right, and this is where we at. Okay, so that's the point. It's always much more to go into. With that, but I left the link for the video on there, and yeah, I left the link for the video. If brothers want to continue watching it, it's pretty good info on there. Like I said, about an hour and 7 minutes. We played about 15 minutes of it, so if you want to watch the rest of that, it's pretty good. And I got another video for y'all brothers if y'all want to watch. Kind of going into what's going on in their region. If y'all brothers interested, so y'all can watch that video as well. But yeah, that's the point. This is where we at. And we'll see. How this thing plays out. Well, we know how it plays out. We just know it's still a thing of patience. It's a build up, and things could die down. There's a possibility as well, or they could keep escalating. And we'll just watch and see. So Lord will you, brothers, and you sisters will edify. Till next time I say shalom. Going Allah, Bible, details soon. Shalom.